rejection. Drop the clutch, pedal to the floor. Turn that giddy butt into a lion's roar. Dream machine, racing queen. I'll take you wherever you wanna go. Let's slow this down, break the speed of sound. Tonight we own the road. Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Red on the highway, blue lights flashing behind me. Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Red on the highway, blue lights flashing behind me. Dream machine, racing queen. You make my heart beat. You make my heart beat.
I'm just calling to say I I'm just to say I
race fans, and welcome in. It is the final round of the FRL Le Mans Ultimate Monday Nightclub series. Sorry, we have an issue there and there, my apologies. It's the Multiclass Nightclub. It's Monday night, it's late night, it's all the action. We've got Imola, Sebring, Kota National, Bahrain Outer, Qatar Short, Spa. And we're finishing off tonight with the spiritual home of multi-class racing, of course. It is Le Mans, and championship standings our championship winners will be decided this evening. As you can see in the GTEs, it's Adam Sharp that's leading the way, 7 points ahead of Demarcus Kiss. Thomas Novak on 161 points, not far behind. Drop rounds have been taken into consideration. There is a drop round as well. Kiko Gallo only 3 points behind Nopek as well. So, yeah, all to play for in the top 3 or 4. Jason Davies a few points down. Jack Evans currently in 6th position. In the LMP2s. And that's the wrong screen. And that is the correct one. It is Timo Braun that's leading the way, and De Giacomo is 42 points behind, so he has very much got this one signed, sealed and delivered. Second round ended up in 12th place, so quite the turnaround then to go for a hat-trick of wins. So other than the drop round, hasn't been off the podium, so a dominant display to say the least. A few DNFs in round number 5, got quite a few of the drivers out. The Giacomo, Richards and Riella all falling by the wayside there, and there's a bit of a gap between them in the standings at the moment as well, so it does look like Braun is going to come home with this one. Of course, 43 points for the winner, 37 for second and 32 for third. So yeah, 11 points between first and third. And there's only 7 points between Sharp and Demarcus Kish. So it just goes to show you how close it is going to run between these two. They are, can't confirm, I do have my telemetry, they are both in the server. Let me open that there, there we go. We've got 30 seconds left of practice, then it's a 10-minute quali session. So quick fire shootout for the drivers to navigate. Everyone out on track at the same time, and yeah, what a track it is. Of course, Le Mans, is there anything else like it? The back straight, there's a whole lot of slipstream. We'll see what the tyres do for the drivers this evening. The brake work will need to be absolutely on point. Killer curves are waiting absolutely every place. There is a mandatory stop for some fixed fueling time as well for the drivers to navigate over the 40-minute race. And yeah, we'll see who the GTE champion is going to be. Let's say the LMP2 is absolutely sewn up. Got some good numbers for tonight as well. We've got 11 in the GTEs and we've got 13 in the LMP2s. Giamacco is out, Tom Brunel's out as well. Just having a look. Yeah, LMP2 champion not present this evening. Doesn't need to be. So he won't be racing tonight. But Demarcus Kish and Adam Sharp are both out on track and are both in the server. And at the moment, certainly from practice practice times, it looks like Quiche is slightly quicker. Does that have any bearing though? In the actual quali and race session, the drivers are going to be out in a moment or two. How long we've got left? That is the practice session done. We should be just about to very quickly jump over the quali. As I say, 10-minute quali session, and this is not a short track. So not many chances to get a lap set. 10 minutes, an extra 30 seconds have been added, although I think the 30-second mark, yep, we're going to have to wait to come out, so all 24 cars will come flooding out at 12 seconds time. Good evening to everyone that's in the chat, by the way. If you are joining us, say hello. Who are you cheering on? If you are watching it back, enjoy the race. Oh, Tom, sorry, my apologies. I thought I read on the info page. Right, okay, my apologies, yes. I have no idea where I read that. What on earth was I reading today? Oh yeah, sorry, so up there on the screen there where it says 1 times pit fuel fixed. So does that mean the drivers have a restricted amount of fuel to start the race so that they have to come into the pits? Or am I completely misunderstanding that? I fear I may have. Let me just check my audio. There we go. Oh, and I'm on mute. Oh, there we go, Gallo here. Timo is out for drinks. Kiko Gallo, Bono U2, nice. Bit of Josh U3, can't beat it. Yeah, sorry, my apologies. I was just checking the chat there. Right, it is a private quali session, so the drivers do have the track to themselves. For anyone that's new to the game, so we can jump between and see them all set in their lap times, but they can't see or interact with one another, more importantly, so they've got a nice clear track. Also means, of course, no slipstream advantage to any of the cars, inadvertently or otherwise. It means, yeah, it's a much straighter shootout of driver talent. Rather than just right place, right time, and suddenly you're half a second up on the rest of the field because you've been right along the straight in the slipstream. Good to see Rexy out on track once again. As I say, we've got about 24 cars in. Sean Glynn still in the pits. In fact, we've got quite the Giacomo's in the pits. Riello, Carl Jones. Plix is in the pits, Mirov and Razulov as well. So is Alan Palmer. That's, yeah, a brave move. Let's see, Sanka Richards. For some reason the track map doesn't seem to work. Anyone got any pointers on getting that one on? It really does not like me. Really does not like me. Okay, Threadgill's gone back to the pits. Yeah, okay, strange one. Bold strategy from the drivers. We will get ourselves an on-board lap for those that aren't familiar with the incredibly historic track that we're dealing with. Now, of course, through Barrage de Tetra Rouge, onto the was it two straights, two chicanes? When you come with the second chicane, a bit of a kink to the right before you're into Mulsanne, and then of course Indianapolis and Arnaz. Those two all kinds of fun, so it's still fun, but still a long time before we get there. The cars absolutely topping the speed charts along here. Yeah, 250, 67, 270, sorry, 280. Absolutely flying. 294, and he's leaving to warm the tyres. Absolutely got to love it. We'll stay on board with Velk. No, this is the second straight into the second chicane. Again, we're going to move over to the right, exactly the same routine, but in the opposite side of the track, just to make it a little bit more, just to make it a bit interesting. Two huge straights, couple of chicanes, we'll put them either side of the track. Perfect. This is where it's going to be interesting. You do not want to be catching the traffic through here, that is for absolutely sure. Yeah, these LMP2 is much quicker than the GTEs, of course, so we'll see the highlights, so you would expect them to absolutely blast past at the start of the straight. Different story entirely, though, of course, when you come out of the braking zone at the end. It's very nicely done. On to Golf. It is Indianapolis left, an absolute nightmare corner. Quick kink to the right and then straight back over, straight right-hander. Nice 90 degrees to the left, just to absolutely keep you on your toes. And absolutely nothing between you and the grass. Right on the curve, very nicely done. Boom. Oh, and it's a good exit. Little bit of a wiggle. We are already running out of time in the quali session. There's only 3.5 minutes left. So they're going to get this lap finished, and if they can then complete another lap, they can get that one done as well. But so yeah, 2 laps tops it's going to be, and some of them not even going to get that. Given their current running time, we've still got 7 cars in the pit, so those Giacomo's come out, maybe waiting on the track, getting rubbered in a bit. Such a slick section of the course. We'll jump on board with the GTE as well and see what it looks like for those drivers. An entirely different prospect, I can assure you. Coming into Ford. Oh, a whole lot of curves as well, just like through the Porsche. Those are the Porsche curves, of course. They're the real car killers, the real race destroyers. Let's see what you get across the line. 3 minutes 37.7. Ricardo just behind them. I did say let's get ourselves GT3. There's the Marcus Kish. He is out in the bush. Let's see what kind of wheel cams we've got in the course. Yeah, right, okay, we'll go for... Yes, we'll have a jump on that one. So this is into the twistier section of the course. We heard how the LMP2s went through there. Oh, there we go. Move over to the left. Squeeze that away from the wall very nicely there indeed. Yeah, trying to keep quiet there a bit. Jumped over this engine sound, which is what I was trying to highlight. Oh, and he's run right there. But he has just tapped the flag. And he is absolutely shifting in that thing as well. But yeah, the difference in the engine, the difference in the use of accelerator between these the 2 classes of car through these corners is pretty remarkable. Minute and a half left of qualifying. And Demarcus Kish. Doesn't get a time set. He maybe did go a bit too wide. He's crossed the line with a minute to go. It's Adam Sharp then. Dream start for him to the evening's affairs. He is in first place with Keiko Gallo. In second place, Chris Jones currently in third. In the LMPs, it's Veldman who's in the pits with his 3:37.7 set. Bishop is about 2.5 seconds behind. Richards in third and Stewart in fourth place. Brunel still on an outlap, so too is Threadgill. A couple more times coming in there. That's Kelleher, I believe. Just gone quicker than Evans. Still got Palmer, Razulov, Mirov, Plex, Jones, Riello and Glynn all in the pits. Giacomo is out setting a time. So we'll see what he gets. Just move that and that. Gotta love the livery on that. Absolutely brilliant. Let's see where Democus Kish is then. He has got a fair bit of skin in the game, it's safe to say. What is he? 7 points behind. This is a nightmare scenario for him. Absolutely needs to get himself a time, and the driver leading the championship is the one at the top, and he's half a second sharp at the moment. He is half a second up on second place. So it is a one-lap shootout for Keith here. I mean, worst case scenario, he doesn't set a time. He's going to be at least 8th off the start. He's going to need to get a fair bit of work done along that opening straight. Baldo's setting a good time, but I'll tell you what. Oh no, Brunel is, he's on a good time as well, but he's in the LMP2s. That's why it's so much quicker than Keith. As I say, he's absolutely flying. But different cars. There goes the Porsche. Giacomo's in. Veldman is in as well. Sorry, Veldman's in. Giacomo's taking pole position. And he's in the pits. Anthony Bishop is going to cross the line. Has he got a 36 in him? 39. 39.6. Mark Stewart's going to be the next car to cross the line, I believe. And we'll see times coming in there, although where's Yep, he's a little bit behind. So, yes, Stewart just coming through the final corners. Let's see. 3:44 at the minute. You would think maybe hitting the 3:43, so an improvement, not enough to move position. Sharp just coming at the final couple of corners. Is he about to put the final nail in Democus Keish's coffin this evening? Certainly as far as the start of the race goes. He's got that Aston Martin absolutely dancing through that final double chicane, and Sharp at 3:56.7. 7/10 of a second ahead of Gallo, who's in the pits. Jones, Davies, Kelleher, all in the pits. Evans is still out on track. An incredible livery for Evans, has to be said. Absolutely love that thing. Get a bit more volume on the game. No, my microphone's gone very quiet. Strange things. Very confusing. But where is... Oh, he's gone quickest. As I was looking at the audio, Democus Keith has set a lap time and he's taken the top spot. So that is job 1 done. Job 2 is now for Adam Sharp to finish behind someone as well as Keith. That's what he needs to do. So Sharp just needs to stay in second here. Oh, bit of a lockup in the final couple of corners. That's not what you need to be doing there. The back marker Ferrari of Jack Evans is going to cross the line. Yeah, nice. Gets into the 58s. So 58.4. Brunel coming at the final few corners in his LMP2. Let's see what he is going to do to the top 7, if anything at all. There is the checkered flag waving, and Brunel goes 6th place. 3:42.4. Howard, Palmer in the pits. Looks like everyone else is in the pits. Yeah. It looks like everyone else is in the pits for some reason. We are still going, but it is Giacomo that takes the top spot in the in the LMP2s. And as I say, it's Demarcus Keith that's got himself. Let's do that. That's got himself top spot. Do we get to see? No, sometimes they angle the camera so you can see inside the grid. We'll wait until they start lining up again. I'm not sure why they're still going. We'll get a quick reminder of the standings. As I say, the LMP2s done and dusted, but the GTEs most certainly not the top two, starting 1 and 2, but in reverse order from the championship. There is 4 points between first and second. There is 11 points between first and third. So Case needs to win this race. Well, if he wins, he needs to win. He needs to get as good a standing, as highest starting as he can, as many points as he can. He needs Sharp to drop down to third place. Let's see if we can get the running order up on screen. There we go. Giacomo and Veldman leading the way on row number 1. Row 2, it is Bishop and Threadgill. On row 3, 5th and 6th, it's Richards and Tom Brunel right at the death there with that 6th place. 7th is Mark Stewart, and 8th is going to be David Baldo. 9th and 10th, it's Alan Palmer and Francesco Riello. Row number 6 will be Kai Jones starting in 11th, and Bolo Peaks starting in 12th place. 13th is going to be Harry Howard, and he will start on row number 7 alongside Demarcus Keith, the GTE leader. Adam Sharp in 15th place overall, of course second in the GTEs. He's ahead of Chris Jones and Jason Davies. What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th. 6th is Jack Evans. 7th, Dale Kelleher, sorry. Good to see that Aston Martin's out as well as the Ferraris. A lot of Aston Martins, Buzaz and Glenn 21st and 22nd overall. Mirov in 23rd, Rusalov in 24th place. And, looks like we've got a couple of cars. Jump back to the pits. Let's get ourselves a nice bit of helicam. If there is such a thing on here, there we go. So yeah, 40 minutes of racing. As far as I'm aware, there is some kind of stop for fuel, I think. So we'll see how the drivers navigate that. They've got fairly sedate weather for the finale as well. Not lucky drivers. So we'll see how the tyres hold. Let's get the driver info up as well. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, Giacomo having a very, very, very good start. He is looking to maintain second place. Richards much further down the field, so that is a good start as far as the Giacomo is concerned. Veldman looking to make his way into the overall top 5 at the end of the season with a good result here, and some of the other drivers not being here. So yeah, he could have a good outcome on the last race. Here we go into the final chicanes. 40 minutes, absolutely full throttle. Going to be a phenomenal battle between Sharp and Quiche. Kiko Gallo to finish ahead of both of them, I think. Oh, there we go, that is the green flags. We are flat out on. Well, Harry Howard starting from the pits. It's Nico Veldman. It looks like they're going to go 3 wide. No, they're not. The race leader is the Giacomo. Is going to hold on to it. Or is he? Yes, he is. Nico Feldman tries to send it on. He's absolutely sent it completely the wrong way. The Giacomo, is that Bishop? Someone's absolutely tumbled down. Oh, it's Brunel. Oh, Brunel's ended up taking avoiding action. He's tumbled down the order. Quiche and Gallo. Gallo's going to jump on Sharp. He is the flying ointment. No, just as I say that, Kiko Gallo now tumbling down the order himself. He's had a bit of contact, I think, with touched the grass. And he is now out of the running for second place. It is Adam Sharp. They are full green flag still. Jack Evans in third place. Chris Jones in fourth. The Giacomo leading the way from Bishop, from Velmo, from Threadgill, from Richards, Stewart and Baldo. These two, Stewart and Baldo, well off the pace as far as the front four go. Front five, but the front five certainly well within striking distance. You can see the gaps on the top left there. That is how close they are to the next driver on track, not the race leader. And just saying that, it's Jack Evans. Wow, Jack Evans with a phenomenal start for the race. He is ahead of his way, up a couple of positions to say the least. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, Jack Evans, sorry, up 3 places already. He's on an absolute flyer of a start in that back marker Ferrari. I think we need to find a new livery for him. It looks like he's going to get another position here as well. And he is battling away with Jones as he manages. He's going to get his nose past him there. He's absolutely trying. So it's Adam Sharp. As Sharp in the Aston Martin, he's battling for second place overall. Oh, we've got a car the wrong way. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a car the wrong way. Oh, that's Tom Brunel again. Oh, it's Tom Brunel again. Chris Jones, I think, has lost some positions as well. He has dropped well down the order. Giacomo is still leading the way, so he's survived the slipstream onslaught of lap number 1. Anthony Bishop in second. Veldman in third place. Threadgill in fourth. Sanker Richards in fifth place ahead of Mark Stewart in sixth. Then it's Baldo in seventh. Then we've got Howard in eighth. Hammer in ninth, and Brunel down in 10 positions. So Palmer's got a fair old chunk of GT3s to make his way past at the moment. Demarcus Kish is still leading the way. Yep, so some of the LMP2s that drop out there, and Jack Evans on the start of the race, up 4 spots into second place. And this, if they cross the line like this, Demarcus Kish wins it by 3 points. Absolutely incredible scene. So I thought potentially Kiko Gallo was going to be the track and flying the ointment. Oh no, he's in the pits. He's out. Glenn, Mirov, Razislov not starting the race. So we've got 7 GT3 cars racing at the moment. It's Chris Jones that's at the back of the field with that damage. Luizaz ahead of him. Jason Davies in 5th, and Kelleher in 4th position. Kelleher having a great little scrap there with Jason Davies. The little Rexy Porsche that could goes absolutely. I wonder if there's a redress there. It's just absolutely Kelleher standing there. I don't know. Is Kelleher having an issue? He does seem to be going very slowly at the minute. Oh, he's run very wide there indeed. That is not what you need to be doing. Buzas close enough to take advantage this time, but yeah, any one of those, I'm sure he absolutely will be. Up at the front, the Giacomo is doing very, very nicely indeed. Already 2.6 seconds ahead of Bishop, who's only got himself about 4 tenths of a second back. Development in third place. Threadgill, much like Bishop, 2 seconds down, but he's got Richards within half a second, 6 tenths of a second, we can see there. So these 3 keeping it close, and up at the front of the field, Jack Evans. He's not quite done yet. He is currently a kingmaker. Everyone, if they're in the voice chat now, I tell you what, Quiche and Sharp are both being very, 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 very nice to Evans indeed. Imagine he will be receiving some very nice Christmas cards from one of these drivers, and some not so nice Christmas cards from the other driver. Because at the moment, with him being in this position, Quiche wins the championship. If Sharp overtakes him, Sharp wins the championship. If Evans overtakes Quiche, Sharp wins the championship. So at the minute, If you're a betting man, there's two outcomes, or a betting person, there's two outcomes that give Sharp the victory. Actually, sorry, yeah, I'm overthinking that one, haven't I? So there's this, if it stays like this, Quiche wins. If Evan overtakes, Sharp wins. And if Sharp overtakes, Sharp wins. So yeah, out of the three, there's two that go the way of Sharp and one that goes the way of Quiche, and the one that goes the way of Quiche is the one that we are now witnessing. We're also potentially about to witness an overtake from Nico Veldman. He got very close indeed under slipstream there along the back two straights. Coming out of the second chicane, he really did massively close that gap, and he is continuing to do so. Bowler Peaks is out of the race as well. Oh no, he's in the pits. He's not in for a pit stop. So we are down to 16 on track from the 24. We've got Tom Brunel bringing up the rear in his LMP2. Not been a great start to the race for him. Jones and Rosa still running 7th and 6th respectively. Dale Kelleher in 5th position. Yeah, he looks to have gathered himself, so I'm not sure if he was potentially redressing a position or not. It does seem to be going a bit quicker than he was when we saw Jason Davies go past for 4th. Adam Sharp still in 3rd place, Evans in 2nd, and DeMarcus Quiche leading the way still in the GT3s. It is a tenuous lead to say the least. And up at the front, Veldman, he's got his way past Bishop, Threadgill. Oh, Bishop and Threadgill, he's back up. What's going on there? Okay, sorry, that all changed very quickly there for me. I think there was a bit of a glitch, maybe a minor connection issue to the server for one of the drivers. But yeah, we fixed ourselves now. And it's still 3/10 between Bishop and Veldman. Oh, there's 3/10 between Evans and Quiche as well. I'll tell you what, this is not the place you want to have another car this close to you. He's going to need to be absolutely on point in that Porsche Ferrari, destroying the distance between him and Quiche. But importantly for Quiche, oh no, actually it doesn't make a difference. If Evans gets past, Sharp is leading the championship once again. And there's now an equilibrium of 7/10 between them. Veldman's got back to 3/10 between himself and Bishop. Harry Howard is still running. He's in 7th place, as we mentioned. Mark Stewart in 6th. Richards in 5th place with Threadgill in 4th. Nico Veldman still absolutely glued to the back of Anthony Bishop, and he is potentially going to be making a move. Got a yellow flag with one of the cars further down the running order. This shouldn't affect him on this lap. Well, on this part of the track. Let's see if Nico Veldman has managed to pull out and get a slipstream advantage. And who's that in the back now? That is Max Threadgill, who's getting very close as well. But that is Nico Veldman that has. Oh, that's a bit of net code. There he is. Right, okay, so that is why the telemetry messed up. Yes, Max Threadgill appears to be having a minor issue. Sorry, Anthony Bishop. My apologies, it's not Threadgill. There we go. It's Anthony Bishop. Seems to be having a minor connection issue with the server. Hopefully the driver's unseen that. That could be a bit awkward to say the least. Let's see, Sharp is now all over the back of Evans. This puts Sharp back up into the championship. We can get this one done. We've already seen a slipstream overtake along here. It's Aston versus Ferrari in a straight line. I think we all know how this one ends. There we go, slight bit of contact on the way through, but that puts Sharp back into 2nd place, and more importantly for him, back to the top of the standings. So we're 10 minutes into the 30-minute race to decide the standings, and the championship lead has already changed hands twice. It started in the hands of Sharp, moves to Quiche, and it's now moved back to Sharp in 2nd. Jack Evans doesn't look like he's done with this. Has he got a counter move? Straight out the slipstream as well. Surely that Ferrari doesn't have the oomph. He might have it on the brakes, not close enough, certainly threatening to do so and keeping him aware through the middle corner. Oh, through the middle phase of the corner though. Exciting times. That is certainly where you would expect the Ferrari to prosper, and it has certainly done so, and that is again giving a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for Evans. Can he make this one stick? Got a double right-hander to navigate, so as the Aston Martin's on the inside line, can the Ferrari use the curves and the brakes? Opens up the corner, going for the cutback, really nailing that inside curve. A little bit of lateral motion on the way out, but nothing too detrimental. That is absolutely side by side. And that is a beautiful view that Jason Davies has got of this. And here we go again. The Aston's on the outside. Ferrari taking the inside line. Sharp and Evans fighting for podium positions in the race. Sharp fighting for overall finishing position in the championship. No quarter given the last by either driver here as we head down into the post curves. And that is, look at the brake discs, absolutely glowing on that Ferrari. And again, through the middle, through the mid phase of the corners, the Ferrari absolutely prospers. And that's what has given Jack Evans enough momentum through there to hang on to that position. Can Sharp come back up? Jason Davies not far behind McKellicher, still in 5th place. Chris Jones in 6th, is a bit further back, carrying that damage, but he is ahead of Busas once again. Brunel and Alan Palmer are both behind. Not sure. Yeah, sorry, can't see if he's been into the pits or not. Wow. Sparks are flying up at the front. Eduardo Di Giacomo, 5.4 seconds now ahead of... Oh, now overtake there. Veldman's in second, Threadgill and Bishop. Threadgill getting the overtake done. He's been in fourth for quite some time. He's watched the podium positions change hands ahead of him. And he's looking to get himself involved. It's at the expense of Anthony Bishop. So yeah, he's had a couple of connections issues with the server, and he's definitely having a problem connecting with the podium positions, because everyone wants to take them. Max Threadgill, the latest to do so. That is Bishop ejected from the podium 12 minutes into the race, and that is his. Is that his time done? Would be the real question. It doesn't look like he thinks it particularly is. Was within a tenth of a second into the chicane, but it wasn't going to be able to get the side-by-side run that you want. You really want to have a good exit through here. You don't want to compromise that, so it is better just to drop back in, take the racing line, and absolutely get the foot down at the other side. Hope the slipstream helps. We've got Sharp and Evans going out on the straight as well. Sharp is closing up, not as quickly though obviously as Bishop. Bishop looking for the move, and that is Threadgill. Oh, he's run deep, he's run massively deep there. That is a mistake by Max Threadgill, maybe overly concentrating on the battle he was having. And Anthony Bishop once again finds himself seated upon the podium. Great drive there. Let's see what Sharp and Evans are doing for second and third in the GT3s, and it is still Evans holding the cards and Sharp holding the slipstream. His Aston Martin is looking pretty good at the moment, but that Ferrari does look just that little bit better. And you would think over a course like this it would be the top end straight line speed that would give you all of the advantage that you would require, but at the moment it is the nimble little Ferrari that most certainly could. And now with that chicane, that is a phenomenal exit there from Evans, absolutely nailing it, and he needs to if he fancies winning this race, and I'm absolutely sure he does given the pace that he's shown in the opening third of the race. Heavy on the brakes, around we go, but again the Ferrari just very neat, very nimble, very tidy, and away he goes. And what has he done there? Has he taken any time out of Evans? Out of Keish? It doesn't look like he has. Nope, still absolutely as you were there. And let's have a look and see what's going on with Threadgill, Bishop and Veldman. Wow, now they are pretty spread out. The Giacomo. Oh, that's a big lock up from the Ferrari. That's absolutely going to be the position lost. That is a gift from the gods, and that is Adam Sharp back in the lead. Oh, and is he back in the lead of the championship? Let's get the cameras working. Oh, has he got the position? He has not got the position despite the lock-up. The Ferrari's managed to hang on to Adam Sharp, though. Will surely be poised to try and get this overtake. Less than a tenth between them as they head towards the post curve. He's going to have a look up the inside. The Ferrari's going to make it as difficult as he possibly can, and absolutely all the rights to do so. As Davies about to get a free shot on the podium, as Aston Martin hanging on firmly to the inside line. I would say that's maybe a bit of a mistake, but yeah, if I was Aston, I would have taken another line, because here comes the Porsche. Oh, and he's put right out on the curbs here. They're both using all of the track that they can, and suddenly Jack Evans has gone from number one hunter to absolutely out of there, and as Jason Davies in the Porsche that is suddenly all over the back of Sharp. This could really throw things. Absolutely. This will absolutely throw the Rexy amongst the pigeons. That really will be an uphill battle then for Sharp to get 2 places back before the end of the race. We're only 4 minutes away from the halfway mark as well. Is the Giacomo, Veldman, Bishop leading the way in the LMP2s, Keith Evans and Sharp leading the way in the GT3s, but the GTEs. But I tell ya, little Rexy has come to play. Let's get some gratuitous on-board Porsche camera shots. It's actually difficult to tell with this game. They really do need to, they've got some nice rear cameras, they need to sort out the camera controls, but there we go. First world problems indeed. That is another lap done here at Le Mans, and it is 2 podium positions in the GTEs and an overall championship win. That is absolutely hanging in the balance. It is the halfway mark of the final race, and the championship is still to be decided. How can you not love Formula Racing League leagues? They are just so finely allotted. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yes, they've got the right allotted. Yeah, with the skill levels of the drivers. I will continue to waffle on about the FRL license system, as the Porsche has a look up the inside, and I tell you what, Sharp really does seem to be struggling for pace now, and that is a strange thing to be saying. It must have been an absolute terrible corner exit he got. The Porsche absolutely destroyed him along the straight, and if he was a couple of tenths closer, or even a tenth closer, I think Davies would be more than in the hunt to actually take the position into the next chicane. As it stands, I think it's going to be more of the same. Sharp seems to be just on the dirty air of Evans. Oh, sorry, just inside the dirty air. So yeah, he is close slightly. Again, the Porsche gets it nice and close. Ooh, he's giving himself a bit much work to do on the steering wheel there. He's not going to be as nimble on the accelerator as the cars ahead, and indeed they do pull away very handsomely in the early acceleration phase. That's exactly what they need to be doing. We'll have a quick look. Where are we? 22 minutes. Tell you what, we'll give it another 2 minutes, and we'll get a look at the results. Or get a look at the mid-race running order for all the cars we've got. Alan Palmer's at the come into the pits. Looks like he's carrying, I think he was carrying a bit of damage maybe. But that is Palmer into the pits. Brunel bringing up the rear of the field. Oh, sorry, just ahead of him. Buzaz bringing up the rear of the field in the GT3s behind Chris Jones in 6th place in his Ferrari. Kelleher in 5th position in Aston Martin. Davies in 4th with Sharp in 3rd, Evans in 2nd. And DeMarcus Keys doing exactly what he needs to do, which is win the race. He needs to bring home 7 points more than Adam Sharp. And the best way to do that is to win the race. Let's see, the Giacomo is absolutely nailing it. He's now 9.3 seconds up the road from Nico Veldman. He's got this absolutely dialed in. Bishop's got himself a good breakaway from Threadgill as well. These two did have themselves a bit of a battle, but whatever it was, something must have been ailing Bishop. Potentially, because he is now put on 2 seconds between himself and Threadgill. Stewart and Richards both still out and running, over 30 seconds down on the rest of the LMP2 field. There's less than a second separating these three on the GTE podium. It's the Aston absolutely hunting down the Ferrari of Evans and hunting down that championship win, while DeMarcus Keys hunting down that checkered flag all on his lonesome. He's 4 seconds ahead of this pack. Absolutely playing right into his hands. I mean, yeah, I wonder, like, it's one of those, isn't it? You start a race, much like another sporting contest that is on this evening, the Halo the Darts, the mathematical possibilities to win things, and yeah, as early as the first couple of laps, Keith finds that all laying out, and not only that, we get to the halfway mark of the race, and Sharp finds himself involved in a three-way battle. He needs to be absolutely precise getting the overtake done on Evans, because if he doesn't, oh, just as I say that, we'll get a lock-up from Davies. Oh, now he's flashed his lights there. I don't know if that's to distract his fellow competitors or what. Let's have a look and see what goes. So there we go. Just after the halfway mark of the race, it is the Giacomo that's leading the way from Veldman. Bishop in third place is 14 seconds down. Threadhill in fourth, and Stewart in fifth. Richards in sixth position. Then it is, of course, the GTEs, the Marcus Keys leading the way. The three we can see on screen here: Evans, Sharp, and Davies. There we go, don't know why that's stuck. Chris Jones and Buzaz behind these two GT3s. Only Aston Martin's going for it again. He's having a look this time. Oh, here comes the Porsche, absolutely flying back. He's got himself double slipstream. He can go behind whichever car he wants here. And he does follow the Ferrari through. And just as it was saying, Sharp needs to be absolutely precise. He got the slipstream at the very start of the straight, the absolute wrong thing to do so. And it is Davies that now puts another nail in the Adam Sharp championship coffin, as it is soon to be. I mean, it did look like he was going a little bit slow there, and we saw flashing lights while I was looking at the standings doing a bit of maths, which you should never do live during a race, because the drivers will make a mockery of you. So he might have been redressing the position. We'll see, they are still very close indeed. Let's see if we can get some nice rear spoiler shots from Jack Evans of the action that we've got. There we go. So there's the Porsche chasing once again, and I tell you what, that thing looks mighty in a straight line once you get in the slipstream. It was very good on the brakes through the corner. Sharp, oh, bit of a lock-up again. That could be a compounding issue at this point. Once you get a lock-up and hit a flat spot, it's much easier to make that flat spot a whole lot worse. Because the tyre, when you're braking, tries to slow down, the flat spot touches, and yeah, slows it down even more. Bit of a lock-up extend. Yeah, it's just the law of diminishing returns once again. Evans, Davies, and Sharp. Still only just over half a second between the three of them for these final two podium positions, with a whole lot on the line for the driver in fourth place. DeMarcus Keys is absolutely thanking all he holds dear. 5.5 seconds is the gap that he's got to the rest of the field. That is a good opening salvo of the race. Got 16 minutes to bring this home, as these three still battle for the final two podium positions. Is the scraps at the scraps from the Marcus Keys table that these three are feasting on at the moment. We're certainly going to be feasting on some serious overtake attempts going forward. It looks like Sharp has absolutely got himself back at one with that Aston Martin. He's putting the Porsche under persistent pressure here as we finish another lap at Le Mans. 15 to go of the 40 minutes. 25 have elapsed. That's where my erroneous 5 came from. Oh, I tell you what, that Porsche looks very good through those opening couple of corners. Or is it potentially that Evans wasn't so great because Sharp has really joined in this one as well? Those Rexy jaws looming ever larger in the rear view. Oh, and Rexy's on a bit of a slide there. He's lost a whole lot of traction as he managed to fend off the Aston Martin just about hard, but that is the type of gap that Evans will not be sad to see. Let's have a look here. We can see, yes, so it is the two behind that are now right on top of one another. It's Sharp looking to get himself back up to third place at the expense of the Porsche. Surely, of course, the Aston Martin's going to have it in the slipstream of the straight line. The Porsche, of course, making sure he stays. Oh no, as I'm saying, he's trying to stay in the slipstream of the Aston. He's staying out of it there as a pull into the corner of the section, and that is job done by Sharp. That is it. Part 1 done. He's back up to 3rd place. Now he just needs to fend off Davies and overtake Evans. Easy works. Yeah, no, exactly. Let's see what Threadgill's doing. He's back within a second of Bishop, so Bishop's spot on the podium certainly not secure at the moment. Veldman's got about 4.5 seconds back, so he has got a little bit of time. As you can see, good gap along the start-finish straight, perfectly highlighted there. The Giacomo, though, absolutely unstoppable up at the front. It's going to be another race win in the series for the Giacomo. I think this will be his 3rd, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, and it'll give him 2nd place in the championship overall. And an absolutely solid drive. Threadgill's within half a second of Bishop, I hear you say. Let us watch that then. Davies and Evans. Evans, Davies. Now. Oh, we're missing the driver box. Let me just see now. Is Adam Sharp taking a pit stop? Sorry, my apologies. I'm just looking to see if he's taking a pit stop, or because he is a big chunk of change down. He's well over a minute down. Right, Giacomo still 13 seconds in the lead. Davies and Evans still battling for a podium position. It's Chris Jones who's 8 seconds down on them now. His damaged Ferrari currently finding himself up into 4th place. So Jason Davies now back up to 3rd position. Up to Evans, as you can see, up those 4 spots. Sharp, there we go. Sharp back past. Oh no, we have just lost. What is going on with some of these drivers? Right, Palmer is out. Oh, Kelleher's out as well. Yeah, did we already know that? There's drivers jumping in and out of the pits. Absolutely all over the place. Sharp was in 5th. His car does look absolutely pristine. So I don't think he's had contact. So yeah, potentially a pit stop. We'll see what the rest of them do. Demarcus Keese just finishing that lap there, and Threadgill. Oh, and Bishop is spun. Sorry, Threadgill is spun. Massive spin off the track again. I was looking at the timing tower. Oh, and he's clipped that barrier. Oh, he's compounded the nightmare. Yeah, that has been a big hit there, and that has put Anthony Bishop up onto the podium once again. It's like an absolute hot potato, some of these podium positions. Just like this one here, Jack Evans, is he about to succumb to a driver taking a position from him for the first time in the race? No, is the short answer. Davies in the Porsche couldn't quite get the job done there. All the while, Demarcus Keese, he is just banging in those laps. He's 9.5 seconds ahead at the top of his class. The Giacomo 13.5 seconds ahead at the top of his class, which is not too bad when you consider, what is it, about an 18-second difference between the lap times. 3:38 for the Giacomo, 3:56 for Demarcus Keese. And it's going to be Evans that's hands onto this one for a little bit longer, but for how much longer? Because that is another good corner exit by the Porsche. He is slung shot into the slipstream. We'll say that's a word, just go with it, into the chicane. Sorry, the double right-hander at the end of the straight. Oh, he's got a very good inside line there. He's got a lot of grip on the inside there as well, but there's more grip where Evans had the Ferrari planted, and it's Evans holding on to the position, but absolutely only just at the minute. Jason Davies did not come here to play. There's Threadgill coming into the pit. That's absolutely side by side. He's going to go around the outside. It's beautiful work by the Porsche. Ferrari's going to have all the brakes on the inside, but the Porsche is going to have so much more grip, and it's, yeah, already got it done before we get to the braking zone. Beautiful work through the Porsche curves there, Porsche curves, and that is a very, very, very nice overtake. It's Threadgill in LMP2s. Yep, into the pits to Marcus Keys. He's just coming to the pits. Jason Davies up into second place, and it is Evans who is now in third position. Brunel has got himself between the GTEs at the minute. He is just ahead of Jones. Adam Sharp catching up. He's 2.8 seconds down on Jones, and Evans is all over the back of Davies. This one is absolutely not done yet as we come to the end of the lap. It's going to be a very interesting next lap for them. And not many more laps either. Oh, he's run wide there. He's well over. He's going to need to watch he doesn't get a slap on the wrists here. You don't want to be picking up any penalties. Class leader's just popping up at the top. Oh, and it's a whole lot of tyre smoke there. Was that coming from Evans? From that angle, it was hard to tell if it was coming from Evans or Brunel, to be honest. Brunel is going to very quickly catch these two. Well, maybe not that quickly then. As Evans and Davies, they're still battling away for these final podium positions. The Giacomo still absolutely nailing it ahead of Veldman in second. Bishop up into third place. There is Brunel. Max Threadgill is on his way out of the pits. He's ahead of Buzaz, bringing up the rear of the field. We've got 12 cars left out on track. Richards, Kelleher, Palmer, Howard, Baldo, and Gallo all out of the race. Gallo dropping out 8 laps ago. So pretty much right at the start, not the best. After an incident, we've got DiGiacomo, Veldman and Bishop, as I say, leading the way. Brunel mixing it with the GTEs. He's just gone past the battling Davies and Evans, and he'll be catching up to Demarcus Keys pretty quickly. An 11-second gap between Davies and Keys, and Brunel is right in the middle of it. There is Davies' Porsche. Chris Jones is a bit far back still, especially considering he's got Sharp absolutely hammering that gap on him. 2.2 seconds. So he is absolutely flying compared to that Ferrari ahead of him at the minute. We'll see if DiGiacomo decides to come in and take a pit stop. That is a late. And there we go, we'll get a bit closer. Here we go. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Keeping it interesting. Keeping it interesting in the Rusty's machine. Evans and Davies. Wow, there's only 1.4 seconds between them. Wow. So Davies, he's been playing possum for a few laps, just hanging about behind those drivers, taking advantage of the extra slipstream, and he's yeah, a couple of laps to go. Let's get the job done, and he's only a second and a half down now. No, sorry, yeah, Davies has got past. He is still, he's 10.5 seconds down on Demarcus Keys, who's had that, his course absolutely dialed in for the entirety of the race. We'll see. It does look like Davies is closing that gap with 10 seconds to play. When he crosses the line, he's going to be going on to his last lap. The Giacomo, I think, is going to be in the same boat as well. Oh no, he might be able to sneak another one actually. If he goes sub 340, yeah, he's still got almost 2 minutes, so yeah, he might get another 2 laps in the LMP2s. Demarcus Case has got, what, about 40 seconds left? Oh yeah, yeah, he should make it through. Well, it's going to be close. It's going to be close, so we'll see if they do get another lap. Davies and Evans, that gap is ever increasing now, 2.8 seconds. So that is, as I say, ever increasing at the moment. Adam Sharp, an ever decreasing gap is the one to him and Jones in the Ferrari. So Sharp started the night in the championship, leading the championship, and started the race leading the championship. We are 36 minutes into a 40-minute race, and he now finds himself off the championship lead. And could potentially even finish in third in the standings, depending on how the rest of the results play out. Oh no, sorry, Thomas Nopek isn't driving tonight, my apologies. Yeah, no, so Sharp is absolutely guaranteed second place. Nopek isn't driving, and Gallo's dropped down the order. Davies is 5th overall and is only 2 spots ahead of him, so won't overturn the deficit he needs to potentially take a spot from Sharp at the end of the season. We'll see if Sharp can take a spot at the end of this race. Where is the Giacomo? Yep, I suspected he's just crossed the line. 3 minutes left on the clock, so it will be the final lap of the final race of the Le Mans Ultimate Nightclub, Multiclass Nightclub season number 4 in the LMP2s. Timo Braun got the job done last time out with that 3rd place. 6 races, 5 of them on the podium, and he's dropped round the 12th. That is quite the array of results. 3 firsts, 2 thirds, and a 12th. But yeah, that put him 42 points in the lead. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, because you'll get points for the 12th. Sorry, I was about to say, the Giacomo could win this championship by a point, but no. This will become Braun's drop round, meaning you'll get 9 points added to his tally at the end of this race for the 12th place in round number 2. So no, I was about to get very excited there. The Giacomo, he's on to win this by a point. But no, he is not. The Veldman in second, still Bishop looking absolutely solid there in 3rd place with Stewart in 4th, and Tom Brunel back up to 5th position. A solid comeback drive. Max Threadgill, after a late stop in the pits, he finds himself dancing with some of the GTE cars. He's 6th place in the LMP2s. Demarcus Keish, though, it's been an absolute masterclass. I certainly, during the race, he only qualified. He qualified in 1st, right at the death. Which we can confirm. So yeah, Keish finished, qualified a couple of tenths ahead. So that was job 1 done, and he's got it done in the race as well. Several positions ahead of Adam Sharp. That pit stop's absolutely cost him 1.2 seconds behind Jones. Evans is 3rd, Davies in 2nd place. What a battle by Davies as well. He's had a phenomenal drive, and Jack Evans as well, both of them making up positions. 3 each in fact, so yeah, Davies and Evans both making up 3 positions. Not bad at all. Brunel's up to 5th. Oh, sorry, yes, of course, I knew that Brunel was up to 5th. behind Stewart, Sharp and Jones. I get myself confused there. Where is Brunel? He's just starting his final lap. The Giacomo just flashing his lights to see goes past the Aston Martin. With the Ferrari Jones just ahead of him. This is the final couple of corners. And these GT3s are going to get the checkered flag as well. There's no time left on the clock, so it is going to be the Giacomo who is crowned the winner here at the final race at the FRL Multiclass nightclub. 40 minutes to Le Mans, and that is a beautiful drive there. We did see Davies and Evans cross the line, so Chris Jones is going to be getting the checkered flag as well. Demarcus Keish has not long started this lap, so he will have to finish it. Nico Veldman crosses the line to take second place in the LMP2s. That'll do him well in the standings as well. Bishop in third place. Just coming through the final couple of chicanes. Good solid podium there for him. Great comeback drive by Tom Brunel as well. Big incident, saw him off track, turn 1, lap 1, and he has absolutely fired back to get himself up to 5th place. Not quite quick enough to catch up to Mark Stewart, who will take 4th position after another driver with a very, very, very solid late racing. Yeah, so well done to Stewart. Again, Brunel as well. Threadgill out the pits. Keish still out, as he's got the last of LMP2s going past him. But there is, you can see at the top, Giacomo Veldman and Bishop already in the pit. Sharp is in the pit as well. Absolute night to forget, I would say, for Adam Sharp. Was championship leader, but it will be Demarcus Keish that will bring home the championship win. It has been a hard-fought season between the two drivers, and incredibly close in the standings all the way throughout. The two of them sharing race wins and podiums. Yeah, 4 podiums each, 2 race wins each, 2 second places each, and in fact Sharp. Oh, now drop rounds. Oh, okay, the drop round will need to get taken into consideration. There's a 5th and a 9th. Oh no, Sharp's already had a 5th, and that will stay as yes. I think Demarcus Keish has won this. Yes, I am very confident, in fact, that he has won it. So we'll just see him crossing the line. Been a good night's racing. Yeah, Eduardo, I don't think you are champion by a point, I'm afraid. Sorry, but your DNF will stay, so your points for tonight will count. Timo Braun, he's had a 12th place, which was already his drop round, but obviously tonight being a DNF means that will become his drop round. So the 12th place that he scored in round 2, he will get 9 points for that. So that will give him a total of 202 points and give you 194. And there we go. That is our GT3 champion crossing the line to bring the race to an end, and straight back into the pit box we go. It does look very good, the way they line that up in the pit box. So confirmation then, the Giacomo Veldman and Bishop on the podium in the LMP2s. In the GTEs, it is Keish, Davies and Evans on the podium, and that does mean that Demarcus Keish is the champion in the GTEs, and in the LMP2s, It will be Timo Braun that will be crowned champion, with Eduardo Di Giacomo in second. Richards may well hang on to third, but we will see, because Bishop just got a podium there, and that could hold him in very good stead indeed. So we'll need to wait on the full race results to come in to decide some of the places slightly further down the order. But I am confident that that is how the champions have been decided. Absolutely incredible racing tonight. We'll see the standings. I'm not sure. Let me just check. Bear with me one moment. You can see if the results are due in, and we can get them confirmed up on screen. I'm not sure how it works with... yeah, I'm not 100% sure how it works with LMU. We will give it a moment or two though. Let me get rid of that. And that, and what we can also do... Yeah, no, the drivers all look like they're still in the... yeah, poor Di Giacomo thinks he's champion. Yeah, we will see. Hopefully we'll get the points up soon, but it does look like the server is still active, so I don't think they will be. Well, listen, the best thing to do, get yourself over to the FRL Discord. You can get yourself signed up and get yourself involved in all of the racing. You absolutely should. You saw how close that championship was. They've got absolutely all kinds covered, left, right and centre. What I'll do, in fact, is I will even share their homepage on SimGrid. From there you can get the links to everything that FRL do. There we go. Yeah, Eduardo, I agree. That is let me just type in there. Great effort over this season, though. Hopefully we'll see him back for season 2, and hopefully we'll see all you out there as well. Thank you everyone that has liked and subscribed on the YouTube channel. Again, all of your racing needs covered at Formula Racing League. We've got Assetto Corsa Competizione crossplay on the consoles, Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC and PlayStation separate as well. Automobilista 2, iRacing, Le Mans Ultimate, and rFactor 2. The only faux pas there is no race room. I have been told we are going to get the results in a second, and yes we do, so there we go. We can go to the results. Let me just make sure that I have the correct ones. So there we go. Thank you to everyone that has stayed in. And there we can see the confirmation of the GTEs. It is the Marcus Keys that wins it by 11 points after Sharp comes home with the 2nd, 5th place. Oh, of course, yes. And just to confirm, these are preliminary results. There may be incidents during the race. So just in case there's anything up to 5 penalty points that could be added. So it says here, yeah, they are provisional results. But yeah, it does provisionally look like Demarcus Keys has got the job done. 216 points and confirmation in the LMP2s. Timo Braun, 202 points. Di Giacomo, 194. So yeah, it was the drop round kicked in this time for Braun, meaning his 12th place gave him 9 points, and that was enough to propel him to the championship. So incredibly close. It's absolutely, well, it's very believable because it is FRL. I hope you've enjoyed the evening's races. I hope you've enjoyed this season as it was. Imola, Sebring, Kota National, Bahrain out to Qatar, Short, Spa, and Le Mans. Absolutely phenomenal season. Incredibly well done to the champions. Massively well deserved. And hopefully we'll see you all again next season, or indeed next time here on FRL's YouTube channel. Until then, my name has been John Wright. Stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.